Hello, I hope you are all doing amazing today. I just want you to know how much you are appreciated, how you are loved, seen, heard, and how important each and every one of you are in the tapestry called life. Talked about this in another video, how you are helping heal the whole and bring back together what was a massive split in consciousness in the bigger mind between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, the divine feminine, and helping to bring those two minds back together. Those two minds who were complete opposites. They completely don't agree on the direction of the universe, humanity. I mean, I've talked about this before, which is how do you negotiate, how do you work with a killer, a sociopath, a pathological liar? How do you negotiate with that person when they have a one-track mind? They're dead set focused, they lack complete and total empathy, and they are dead set focused on annihilation, on destruction. That's a great question. I think there is a third option, and that is something that this universe, this planet, has never seen before. It's true divinity. It's true divine, pure love. The first part, though, was for most empaths, those that have been sucked into the empath narcissistic dynamic of the past, those empaths that got overtaken by those narcs, and you became a source for them to feed off of, so they could continue doing what they were doing. The first was to break that bond, was to pull all of your energy and your resources away, sever, and then get away. Because what you had to do is you had to leave this energy to itself, to say, okay, the only way that you're truly going to heal is if all of your resources are pulled from you, and that then you are forced to deal with yourself, and then you realize, okay, maybe you are the problem, and instead of projecting all of its problems onto something else. So that was step one in the process, which we've done that. Step two is to realign, reunite, and do this in love with a new divine partner. This will create a new universe, a new structure, a new way for those that are catapulting into that timeline, because there will be two timelines running parallel for a while. And then that new timeline is where we will do something new, something completely different, more of a divinely united, divinely guided, divinely created environment where we support each other, love each other, give to each other. We have solid, healthy bonds where two individuals are 100% healed and healthy. And then they unite, then they connect, then they come together. That's where I believe connection is super important, is when we are at that level, because then we build. Anything less than that, that creates cracks in the foundation, and you can't build. You cannot build a 99%. You have to be at 100% healed. If you are at 100 and your partner's at 99, this is what I experienced myself, then the structure falls, the relationship falls. You can't build with someone who is not willing to heal at 100%. So that new timeline that we're going into, that new world, that new universe, that does leave other individuals behind. Those individuals that are left behind, they are left behind by choice. Okay, they are left behind so that they can be in their own energy, dealing with their own situations, their own issues, their own thoughts, their own beliefs, so that they can eventually heal. So like and like, it's not going to be polarity anymore, at least not for most. It will be separate. So what I want to get into today a little bit is the thinning of the veil, is the dropping of the veil, is the awakening of a lot of people. So what does that mean? What that means is that masks are going to start coming off, walls are going to start coming down, people are going to start being seen for the truth of who they are, because as you pull your energy away from this energy, it no longer has your mask. That's what you did for it. As an empath to a narcissist, you actually shield that energy from actually showing its true colors. It's not until you pull away 100%, you cut all of that energy, you remove yourself, that this narcissist, this energy is shown for the truth of who it is. It can only maintain its facade for so long. This is happening, this dynamic is happening on all levels. Individual, we're going to see this with companies, corporations, governments, entities, systems, worldwide. It's going to happen at all levels, because you empaths, you individuals that have been masked with the illusion, it's been actually an illusion on both sides. It's interesting because those that you thought were sweet and nice and wonderful and caring and kind and had your best interest, if you look at the flip side, once that mask comes off, you're going to see that these people, actually their intentions were to harm, were to create more confusion, delusion, and illusion, and keep you locked into the illusion. Whereas some of these individuals who come off as crass or harsh or hurt, they're coming from a place of wounded, and they are hurt, but in the background, who they truly are is a really good person. So you're going to start seeing some really interesting dynamics coming here real soon this year, because you're going to start seeing people, places, and things for what they truly are. And then you're going to have to make some key decisions. You're going to have to decide, do I want to align with that? Is this in alignment with who I am? And I guess that's what the point I want to make is, like, you got to get right with yourself. You have to decide, what is your foundation? Who are you? Who are you? What do you stand for? What are your morals? What are your values? And what are you going to do moving forward, going forward? Because if things start crumbling within your life, and then outside of your life, and then outside, it's like a ring. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So as we go through this process, especially this next year, you're going to start seeing people, places, things for what they truly are, who they truly are, what they're truly being, what they're truly showing you. And you got to decide in that moment, okay, am I willing to put up with this anymore? Okay, am I willing to stay in this dynamic? Okay, am I willing to stay at this job? What is best for me? What is best for my children? What is best for my future? And you're going to have to make those decisions. Every single person's going to go through this. I've gone through this. Some of you have probably already gone through this. You've seen a collapse in your life. And most of the things that you thought were true, were real, are not. And then you're going to start opening up more of your gifts, your psychic abilities, your ability to see clearly, your ability to see the movie screen, to hear, to smell, to taste. As you root this higher vibrational energy into the material plane, into God, the Mother, which is not the earth, by the way, just saying, into God, the Mother, and you start really, really feeling and being a part of your surroundings, and you start immersing in it and connecting to it from a place of healedness, 100% healedness, connected to source, that's when you're going to start really seeing things for the truth. And that's when you are going to start really bringing in your abilities and your powers and making some key changes, not only just for you, but for everything around you as well. You're also going to start seeing some pretty cool things in the future. Whereas little flashes will show around people's heads saying lie, truth, that will be coming, which I don't think we're ready for, because I think people, if they truly knew, who was living next door, what they were like, what they were truly thinking, that was one of the things that freaked me out the most, was hearing people's thoughts. Wow. A lot of mind chatter and a lot of dislike, a lot of hatred, a lot of jealousy. But you have to, in order to be able to accept those things about people, you have to come from a place of pure love, pure compassion. Because you're not going to like what you see. You're not going to like what you hear. You're not going to like what you experience. Because the root of people, 99%, it's pretty dysfunctional. It's pretty dark in a negative way. It's going to take a really solid you to help heal these people. And that comes from a place of, again, pure love. Saying, okay, I hear what you're saying about me. I love you anyway. Let me show you a new way. Let me show you a better way. That you're not taking on anybody's stuff for them this time. This is all about personal responsibility. This is all about taking responsibility and accountability. For every single person is going to take personal accountability for their own self. We're not going back into a dysfunctional codependency dynamic where one person's holding the bag for the other. That's not happening. Instant karma, especially for those of you that have rooted into 100% healed and in God, you are shielded already, and that karma, nothing shall rise up against you, because anything that's negative that comes towards you goes right back to that person, and that's how they will change, because then they will start to see their own dysfunction, their own thoughts, their own words reflecting back to them. Not that you will do that to them, but your shielding will do that. It will send it right back. So I just wanted to take a moment so that y'all understand this year is all about the veil thinning, the truth of everyone and everything coming out in little bits and pieces. It's not going to be like a big drop and holy crap, look at all the aliens. Holy crap, look at all the pedophiles and rapists and around me. What? Little chunks, little bits and pieces, but be prepared. When you realize, hey, my neighbor's an alien. Cool. Where are you from? What planet? Right on. Not all aliens are bad. Anyway, I love you. I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you for being a part of my life, this channel, and for being a part of the big tapestry called life, because you are super duper uber important. And I'm excited for these next 5, 10, 15 years on this journey as we see a completely different way of doing things emerging. All right. I love you. Have an amazing